Ready for our day 15 debrief. We only have a few things to talk about, but they seem really important. I hope you caught while Jessica and Rosa were talking, and they're starting to have, kind of routine conversations here and there, some of which we get to observe, and some that Jessica doesn't tell us all about because she kind of refers to this has become normal. And so there's days we've skipped in the narration, but talking about running and why Jessica loves running so much. I thought it was funny. No one had ever asked her, did she love running or racing and why? And in the midst of that, Rosa just says, I wish I could feel that. And I'm not sure Jessica caught that. I certainly did, because here, just for perspective, Jessica's very worried about all these different things. And Rosa would just love to feel the wind rushing across her face one time, right? It's a very different way of looking at the world. And hopefully Jessica will hear that and let Rosa kind of help her with her perspective. That's I'll just leave it there. I'm hopeful that Jessica will be able to kind of hear Rosa's wish and think differently about her own struggles and desires. But that little thing, Rosa slips in. The finish line is the same as the starting line, and it seems to kind of make Jessica kind of swirl a little bit. What does this mean? I feel like I've never noticed, never thought about it. It's just a funny way for her to think about things. And that, again, Rosa is giving her new perspectives. And I feel like that is becoming a pattern and seems really important. So, setting that aside, the surprise about the fundraising. So it had looked like the big article in the paper had been a complete waste. Only $40 came in. And then they find out the school secretaries just didn't know what to do with all of the mail that was coming in. So they've got all these checks and all these people who are contributing, and this mysterious patron. And that's, you might not hear that word very often. You may have heard of the website Patreon, where people can ask others to be their patrons and support their work. That goes all the way back, artists like Da Vinci and, Michelangelo. Wealthy families would kind of be their patrons and pay their way so that they could create this amazing art. It's very similar. So, what do you think about that? Who's this mysterious person willing to put so much money on the line to support the track team and Jessica's move towards racing again? I'm really interested in that. And I hope you're thinking, is it somebody we've already met? Is it a new character that we just haven't encountered yet? Who could that be? I want you thinking about that, because that's really important. That was a big boost to the efforts. And so, following on top of that, uh, the news is going to come and get you out on TV, make a bigger deal. So at first it was just the kind of some community stuff, school stuff, the track team, but and the school paper is one thing, and then of course Gavin got that into the regular newspaper, but now the television news that will take the message even wider, more people involved. So we've got Jessica at the track meet and all that's going on. We've got this news interview, which, I mean, that's intimidating stuff. Even if they're very good interviewers and you feel like they're trying to help you, it's still being on the spot and knowing that thousands and thousands of people might be watching. But what really stuck out to me in that whole thing, there was a lot going on there. Gavin appears again and kind of seems to be staying close, doesn't he? And he says he started jogging. What is happening? I can't quite put together him still being with Meryl, which continues to disappoint me, as it did Jessica when she heard about it. But he really seems to be trying to get closer to Jessica and seems to make a point of connecting with her. And then they have that kind of spontaneous moment where they celebrate together, and both of them are like, oh, um, so I probably said earlier that I really did not want Jessica messing with this guy because he didn't pay attention to her until she got hurt. But I'm starting to wonder now. I mean, a guy who will go out and start jogging just because, I don't know, he doesn't say why, but Jessica had asked him if he could, was a runner, and maybe he could run for something other than office, and he did it. That's not what a disinterested guy does, for the record. So I'm really wondering, is this moving towards some connection that'll be a little bit deeper than, oh, wow, you lost your leg. This is a big deal. But something a little more serious and that's based on some common interests and something more than just, wow, he's cute and has great scruff on his chin. That's really not going to carry you very far in a relationship. There's got to be some substance, and we're starting to see some. So I'm wondering, and I hope you'll wonder along with me, and we'll see where all this goes. Thanks for joining me.